encouraged you to stand for the belts? Was that your motivation at camp? This fight, you get inside the belt properly?
I mean, my motivation is getting a W, and I just knew that if I got the W, it makes the most sense based off the rankings and the current matchups. It makes the most sense, you know.
Were you surprised how much you were able to control him throughout the fight? Is your wrestling that elite, you think?
No, I kept hearing that Alex is a pretty good wrestler. There's a difference between pretty good and Division I. The difference. My wrestling is the best in the division.
You surprised yourself a little bit with what you're able to do against Hunt and now over-ring guys who for a few years really controlled this division?
I'm surprised that they weren't able to mix it up more on the feet, but I guess they were wary of the takedowns, which is what makes my striking as effective as it is, because they have to slow down. They can't be as aggressive as they normally would be. So I'm not surprised.
It's not a bad night for a kid from the South Side. Take us through that takedown and eventually the knockout finish.
I mean, pretty basic takedown. Got him against the cage. Got him balled up. Hands were up high. I knew he couldn't stop it, even if his hands were down, but especially with his hands being up high. Shanking the double. Got him down and just looked for a good position. Got his head against the cage so that he couldn't. He kept going for that knee bar or heel hook, whatever. He kept going for it. I wanted to eliminate that first, but once I felt his hips weren't moving, he wasn't really looking for anything. That's when I started looking for my elbows. And once the first one landed, I knew we wanted to stop the rest of them.
We spoke on Thursday. You're a calm, cool, collected guy, but was there any emotions or rush as you were walking down, hearing from Chicago and hearing the crowd, or even after the fight? Any emotions just fighting at home?
I save all my emotions after the fight. Going into it, blinders. Afterwards, obviously, exhilarating.
What do you think about the matchup between Stipe and DC? If you want the winner, do you see one way or the other that fight going?
I mean, I could see it going either way, but if I was going to bet, I would go with Stipe, because I think his length, his boxing, or his kickboxing, plus he's a pretty decent wrestler himself, and seeing as DC's older, I don't know if that's going to come into play. This is going to be a 5-round fight. I know we've seen DC go 5 rounds before several times, but he's also been dropped by John Jones, so we don't know how good that jaw of his is still. So I would go with Stipe. And they're both legends. Either one of them, me having a fight, either one of them, it's going to be a battle. Doesn't matter who.
And I know you have a little bit of history with Stipe. You trained with him a little bit. I know it's been a few years,
yeah,
but
years.
You're friendly with him. I mean, is that just one of those fights where it would just be about business?
I was friendly with Alistair. We spoke before in Australia. We were jokey. It's business. We're out here to get money. I'm not going to let him be a nice guy get in the way of me getting a win bonus.
And is that title fight the only fight? Will you sit out and wait for the title fight? Is that the only fight you'll accept?
I'm not going to sit out. If they, I've heard on the internet Volkov, nah. Ngannou or the belt. I want the belt, but if not going to give me the belt, Ngannou. I'm not going after guys below me, only guys above me. No disrespect to Volkov, he's amazing. If he were ranked #1, we'd go at it. Ngannou's ranked #1. Stipe or DC is going to have the belt. I only want guys above me.
Do you think a performance like you had tonight, the finish you had, can get into the ear a little bit of Dana to say, hey, we need to put Curtis?
It can't hurt. I mean, I don't really have much of a relationship with Dana, but I can't speak for him, but I know it can't hurt. A finish is better than the decision, you know?
I know you kind of downplayed, wanting to be calm, even though you're playing a fight in Chicago. But did you get any kind of charge, any kind of energy from the crowd today?
No, I don't feed off the crowd, positive or negative. I don't. That's a good way to lose. You let them hype you up, you get off your game plan, you start fighting like you don't normally fight. That's not how I fight. So.
Have you ever injured someone? You saw Alistair's face after you opened up with those elbows. In your career, has there ever been a time where you were seriously worried about your opponent like tonight?
No. I'm not worried about them. They're not worried about me. He tried to rip my knee off, so he ate elbows.
he was being post-fight. You saw how, you know, Alistair was being intense and like that. Have you ever put so much damage on your opponent like that before?
No, that was the first time I've ever really drew blood like that. But again, had he gotten on top of me, he would have certainly elbowed me, and I doubt he would have cared much about it. So.
That ankle lock or the knee lock that he had, was there any real danger there?
I mean, he was twisting and tugging, but I held my base. Didn't let him get enough leverage or torque on it to really do any damage. But it was, he knows his jiu-jitsu. He's a really good grappler, but I felt pretty comfortable there. I was okay.